You know that it will be untrue. You know that I would be a lie if I wasn't straight to you. Girl, we couldn't get my time. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set this night on fire. Just make it fire turn on, make it fascinate. Everything that I
What up, the wise one?
This time on a slow time, and the big league and a joke time. Make your climax in a no time. Wait till you send me got it, and we never come and take that down. If you suck it out, you kick it out. I see that your body is talking to you.
It's a little bit of some interesting overcast we got here. Very interesting. All right, y'all. This is gonna be pretty much a quick video. Now, apparently, they found some more. Well, not found. A couple supposedly found a tape of R. Kelly abusing little girls in their little collection. Somehow, a pornographic video of R. Kelly mysteriously popped up in their old cassette tapes that they just decided to go look through, right? That's very strange, given the fact that, you know, people don't really use cassette tapes anymore. And even if you have a collection of videotapes, you ain't that late. I just started talking. Salute, brother. Brother Derek Williams. The wise one was good, y'all. So let's get that out the way. Now this is what I believe about that. I think that they knew the tape was there this whole time. I don't know how the hell they got a cassette tape of R. Kelly getting busy with little girls, but they got it. They got a hold of it somehow. Well, maybe. I wouldn't want 15 minutes of fame for owning a sex tape of R. Kelly banging little girls. But I will say this. The fact that R. Kelly has yet more videotapes that differ from the ones they already got lets you know something, okay? Now, it may be in 15 some years ago. Who knows how long ago it was. Now, my thing is, just because there aren't any new tapes of R. Kelly banging little girls doesn't mean that he hasn't continued the behavior. In fact, I've heard several times, and I've heard several stories of him continuing this behavior in Chicago with downtrodden, little girls. You know what I'm saying? And let's not forget all the payouts he's made over the years for girls suing him and all this other stuff, or paying off girls to keep him quiet. Let's not forget about that. But it is pretty strange that they would come out with this and that they had it. Like, no one is questioning where the hell they got the tape from in the first place, how it ended up in their how did the tape end up in their house? The tape was sold at the corner, bro. What tape? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that the tape that they turned in is the same tape they were selling on the corner? Because, I mean, how do you even know what's on the tape to know which tape that was a tape sold? Like, I don't think they had mentioned what's on the tape. I think they just mentioned that it was a tape of him having sex with little girls. I don't know if they notated a specific scene or whatever, or specific girls. So I couldn't tell you if it was being sold on the streets. But that might be the case. And if that's the case, then the people that are selling these tapes and the people that are buying the tapes need to get locked up. That's just the way it is. Maybe they should be locked up. I don't know. Maybe they made a deal or something. Maybe they got caught with the tape. I don't know. Maybe they got caught with the tape and then made a deal with the police to say, oh, we'll just say we found the tape, we turned it in. I don't know what the hell. It is very strange that they got the tape like that. Are you talking about the tape that he went to court for initially? I don't think that's the same tape. The R. Kelly tape was sold on the street. I'm of the opinion that the average person had the tape. No, I never had the tape. People had no business having that tape, but they knew it was a little girl on it. Like I said, apparently there are multiple tapes. See, there's not just one tape, okay? These people who are bringing these tapes, they're completely different tapes than from the original court case. That's why they're able to charge them again. They're not the same tapes. They're not the same girls. There are multiple girls on multiple tapes. So there's no way of knowing which tape this is that they found. Apparently it's damning, and apparently has nothing to do with the tape from the first case. Otherwise it wouldn't be an issue. You know what I mean? They would say, oh, we can't use this because this is from the original. This is the original girl, and we can't use that. So apparently it's a different tape. I don't think it's the same tape. But I'm gonna say this. They're pulling out all the stops on R. Kelly. Okay, they are. All right, they're pulling out all the stops. They're essentially crucifying him publicly. But I believe, and this is what I had to say on my Facebook page. Okay, because I saw a lot of people caping for R. Kelly because they feel like the justice system is going after him because he's a black man, and they're trying to cape for him because they're in the black community, he's black, so they feel like it's an attack against the black community. That's part of two. I don't know, Derek. I don't know what's on the tape that they turned in, so I can't determine. I can't just definitively say that, oh, that's the tape that's being sold. I don't know how they got the tape. I saw an article. It was a very short article. It just mentioned that they turned in the tape and that they found it looking through trying to find a sports tape, and they saw R. Kelly on the tape, the word R. Kelly on it, and they thought it was probably a concert, and then it didn't turn out to be a concert. I don't know what. I don't know. But see, when you nasty, R. Kelly brought this on himself. All the shit that's going on, he brought it on himself. He brought that shit to himself. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know, the fact that these people are coming out, bringing tapes and flipping on them, and you got people in this camp, you know, giving up dirt. That's just part of when you operate in that world. Okay, you liable to get dealt with in a certain way. Now, there are a lot of people on my Facebook, you know, doing all this caping, bringing up white pedophiles, and, you know, doing this and saying this and that and the third. And I had to remind them, like, look, I let R. Kelly go all that time ago. I didn't listen to his music. You know, I've been on Facebook for years. Every time something come up about him, or every time I see somebody at their concert, you know, I'm talking shit about R. Kelly. I'm like, oh, you going to a pedophile's concert, blah, blah, blah. I've been on him. I've been on his head. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like the dude. And so, but I had to remind people that sometimes you have to let certain black entertainers out of the black community. They don't belong to us no more. They belong to the cabal. They belong to the elite. So I don't consider them as part of the black community. But what I did say is that I feel like on my Facebook page is that I feel like this is a test. They're testing to see how much black folks will tolerate from black entertainers. Okay, they're checking to see what we'll tolerate, because they already know what white folks will tolerate, right? Trump said grab them by the pussy. You got Weinstein and all them. They let them get away scot-free. Roman Polanski skipped town. All these people in the white community were free to do, they did their thing, and then they went on about their business. I'm talking about white wealthy people. You can see it even with not so wealthy people. You see it with college students that rape little black girls behind dumpsters. They get 6 months of probation. So, whereas a black dude that will do the same thing will get maybe 5 or 6 years. Yet that's very well true. But now, what I feel like they're doing, they know what white folks will tolerate. They tolerated all these people getting away with it. That billionaire that got 18 months in a private part of the jail for sleeping with multiple little girls in some type of party, some type of club or something like that, where him and his homies got together and had their way with little girls. So right now they're testing people of color to see what we'll tolerate. So they're throwing everything they can at R. Kelly to see how much we'll cape for him. See, because we'll throw our morals out the window. We'll say, R. Kelly's being crucified. Why are they doing this to the black man? But we're not thinking that, look. They're not thinking, well, look what R. Kelly did. He brought this on himself. He ain't never did nothing for the black community. So why would I care? Boom, let whatever happens to him happen to him. And then if another black woman is found that bailed him out, this shows that, yeah, women are talking about kidnap me. They were still grabbing his junk. They still throwing panties at him. So I'm gonna give y'all fair warning, okay? Y'all keep caping for this nigga in any form of fashion. Y'all keep caping for him, okay? Even though we know that the justice system is fucked up, okay? We know the justice system is fucked up towards black people. We know that it's completely skewed. We know that a lot of innocent black people go to prison when they shouldn't. But R. Kelly doesn't fall into that. R. Kelly is not innocent. R. Kelly did not serve 100,000 years in prison only to find out that he was innocent and get let out. He doesn't fall into that. He got away with it. He got away with it the first time. He's probably gonna get away with it this time because so many black folks are caping for him. For whatever reason they're caping. Okay? And trust me, it's a lot of people. A lot of people that I know, you know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell made some very good points about the justice system today. You know what I'm saying? In his video, talking about how the justice system is very skewed against us. We already know that. We know. You know what I'm saying? But I disagree with him when it comes to why they're doing this to R. Kelly. And I disagree where he says that, when he mentions somebody getting 39 years in prison and getting $1 million. That dude was actually innocent. R. Kelly's not actually innocent. It's a fault. It's not the same thing. It's not the same situation. You know what I'm saying? I happen to disagree with Hassan Campbell on this point. But that doesn't mean, because you know how people like to twist it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting it out there. Hassan Campbell, I still ride with him. He's still my guy. So I know how y'all like to take things and snatch things out the air and flip it and, cut things up and make it do what it do. Because one crucial thing that he keeps saying is that he knows R. Kelly is not innocent and that he needs to pay for it. He just pointed out the fact that they throwing everything at him. Okay, they're going to, because something that he did, something that happened, some behind the scenes that we don't know about, made them want to come for him. But I want to remind everyone, the reason I feel that they're doing this to R. Kelly is so that we can cape for him, okay? So that they can show the world, like, look, y'all don't care about children no more. Y'all don't care about the innocence of teenage girls and teenage boys. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing it everywhere. We see Nambla trying to get shit passed. We see this, we see that. So the more they do this to the people that we love so much, like R. Kelly's and Russell Simmonses and all these in African Bambatas of the world, of the black community, which I consider them no longer part of the black community. If we keep showing them that, okay, we choose these guys over the victims, then guess what happens? They're trying to lower the age of consent. Okay? They're trying to lower the age of consent. And I believe in California, they're trying to lower the age to 15. Okay? And that affects me directly because I'm going to have a 15-year-old daughter in 6 years. And I'll be damned if some nasty clown shoe tries to go out with my daughter or do whatever. Law be damned. I'm going to just let y'all know that right now. Okay? So, I don't think they're trying to crucify him so that he can serve a lot of time. I think they're trying to crucify him right now, right? Get sympathy for him. And when you get sympathy for him, you're getting sympathy for all kind of other pedophiles, okay? We already know that the Catholic Church, what the Catholic Church got going on and all that. We know what these elite European people got going on with their little mansions off in the islands where they take traffic young kids. Okay, we already got ages of consent in like 13 to 14 years old in certain countries that make a lot of money from people that come there, wealthy people that come there, so they can enjoy sleeping with little kids and not getting in trouble for it. Well, they're trying to turn the U.S. into that. Lower the age of consent to 15, and what's going to happen in 5 years? Lower the age of consent to 13. Then what's next? 12? And what Nature Boy say? If you can bleed, and, if you're ready, and all this other shit. Well, guess what? Children, girls as young as 9 or 10 can have periods and whatnot. Is that open season as well? So we have to be careful about, what fight we take up, who we fight for. You know what I'm saying? We have to make it very clear that we don't tolerate this behavior from anyone. In fact, it's like I said on my Facebook page, we need to raise the age of consent. I feel I'm not age of consent. We need to initiate mandatory minimums for pedophiles who sexually abuse children to 20 years minimum. No probation. We need to make harsher punishments for people who are caught sexually abusing children. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. If you do it, your ass get locked up for 20 years. There are people in some states, you can get more time. They got mandatory sentences for marijuana possession in some states, 5 years. But in those same states, child sexual abuse is probational. What? Where they do that at? The pedophiles need to get their asses beat in jail too. Exactly. But did y'all hear what I just said? Mandatory minimum of 5 years for marijuana possession in some states. But child sexual abuse is probational in those same states. Why is that? Why is it that sometimes these guys get 3 years and they put their name on the registry that no one even checks anymore? I look at it often. And every time I move, I look at it. And there's thousands of registered sex offenders within the 2-mile radius. It's crazy. Anyway, that's where I'm at with it. Whatever they throw at R. Kelly during this whole situation, let it stick to his ass. I don't give a hot shit. No, the lie is not for the protection of children. It's not. You get caught and you do 3 years. That's just telling you stop getting caught. That's basically what that's doing. They're getting spanked for getting caught, not for actually doing it. So anyway, that's my take on it. Whatever, like I said, whatever they throw at him, let it stick like glue. And let his ass go down. And let the world know, let these elites know, let the justice system know that we don't tolerate it from nobody. We want everybody to get 20 years. So that's why some white folks get away with it and some black folks don't, because there's no mandatory sentencing. That's what we need to focus on, getting mandatory sentence for all sex offenders. So if you get caught and you get convicted, you don't there's no probation possible. I don't care if you how wealthy you are. That's where I'm at. Anyway, much love to y'all. Gotta go up in here at Home Depot and get some stuff for work. And I'll holler at y'all some other time. We shall see. And yeah. All right. Peace out. Share the video, like the video, whatever you want to do. All right. Peace.